Hi folks, welcome to the introductory cyber lesson, so to speak, with Harmonica Mike here at the Candyman. I'm here at the Candyman, the site of Making Music Day, which is the 21st of June. So there is a particular way to hold the harmonica and understand which way is which, because I know a blind guy that picked it up upside down and backwards, and that's how he plays it to this day, and it still sounds great. But the main way you play it is you look for the numbers, 1 to 10. Each number represents a whole. So if you're getting written music and it says like hole number 5, it's right in the middle, hole number 5. You hold it basically sort of like a harmonica sandwich. Your thumb is supporting it underneath and your forefinger is holding it right there, very solid. You're not holding it like an ear of corn. Little pirate thing there, but very solidly. And then to get the chamber, the tone of the chamber, you meet your hands like this, and you see there's a bowl forming, right? And you cup the harp with that bowl, so it's real tight. So you can hear when I release it, it's like a wah-wah pedal on a guitar. You have complete control on how much to vary and how quickly to make this vibrato. Wah, 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 wah. Or once you get more advanced, you'll be doing it with your throat. And I'm going to do a innie. That's a very technical word for a draw. You can feel my virtual throat and see it moving for the vibrato and the tone. So you want to make a little song, and we've chosen Jingle Bells. As I said before, you can do it with the little chords on the notes around 5, or you can do the individual notes if you've got that down. And we're going to put this up on the screen for you. And I'll do a round of Jingle Bells, holding it like I showed you. And there are 2 ways to go in a harmonica. There's the in or the draw, represented by a up arrow, and then there's the blow when you're blowing out, which is represented by a down arrow. So I'm just going to play through a Jingle Bells. That sound good? With the chords, make it easier. And I'm looking at the music and trying to follow the numbers, which are, it's stamped right here. We're going to do Jingle Bells again with the chords and an occasional single note. Now, that 6th blow, when I hold it out really long, I'm just funning with you. I mean, it doesn't obviously have to be that long. But you can show off a little, you can make that long note and have fun with it. And also at the very end, you can hold the note as long as you want, as long as you can. It's good breath training. can do it single note, or you can do it with the wider lips, more relaxed chord. It still sounds pretty good. That's how it sounds without the harp when you're doing a draw. The official word for sucking in is draw. If you want to do, just jumping ahead for a second, since I'm doing noises, when you use your throat to make throat vibrato, this is how it sounds without the harp. Ooh! Isn't that nice? Now I'm going to do that same sound with the harmonica, and you'll hear this beautiful vibrato. Isn't that nice? So these are things we'll get into that you add to your toolbox, and as you grow and you have more riffs or tools to be able to play in any given situation, that's really going to help you, especially if you're playing with other people. You can get away with a lot more around the fireplace. Here's another tip. Do not eat s'mores and play the harmonica at the same time. That's not going to help. Now, there are different kinds of harmonicas, and there are different reasons you play a harmonica. I always ask my classes, what are you into? Do you want to be a jammer and learn how to fit in on a stage with other musicians? Or are you a campfire person? And believe me, people do tell me they want the harp to go around the campfire, and when they're camping and they think it's going to be real easy, and they're going to sound like a cowboy, and they're going to sound like that lonely prisoner in jail, you know, oh, poor me in jail. Or you can be a train. Here comes the train. Now what that was a combination of a lot of stuff in your body going on at the same time. We'll go into this in more detail in the class, but if you think of all this stuff, your lips, your tongue, your teeth, your palate, your throat, your chest, your diaphragm, all working in concert to produce a sound. Now what kind of sound are we looking for? It doesn't matter if you want to be the campfire or the jammer, because the basics are all the same. And it really comes down to making single notes in a melodic way. Or my first T, I have a giant T called tone. Tone is created by all these elements in your breath and the way your embouchure or your lips embrace the harmonica to make a note. It can be a chord, or it can be a single note. Now, if you notice, my lips are pursed. I call it kissing the pig, or fish, that's right. Kissing the fish, like this. Or if you're relaxing and you're doing chords, your mouth covers more of the harmonica and you get more of the notes. Single, and then relax your lips. Now, to point out these chords, I have a song that took years to write, and very difficult, and think of it as, it's called Here Comes the King, or in the case of somebody watching, it might be a female, Here Comes the Queen. And it teaches you what the different parts of the harmonica are. It may sound a little silly, but believe me, I had a 6-year-old girl do this in her class, and everyone loved it, right? So it's going to start with chords. So your mouth is relaxed, and you're making 1, 2, 3 blasts, all out, all breath out on this one. 3 blasts going up the scale, going up the harmonica 4 times. This is how it sounds. This last one you hold. And a little flourish at the end. Now that's an exercise, and the eventual goal of this as you'll discover in a real full class, is a single note of this. One more. So in that, I just introduced hand vibrato. I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but there's many ways to make different sounds. Your tongue is a major way, and your throat. Being able to work between closing off your throat, using your tongue either on the harp or on your palate. A combination of all of that is what's going to make your tone. And you're not going to have it on the first day. That's why we like to do chords, because they're easy and you can hear. There's another exercise, and this will be it with the exercises, because I want you to come into a real class and we'll do it for real, because I can't hear you. Well, it's very complicated. I spent a lot of time developing this one. It's called up and down and in and out, and that's just what it is. Now in the old days, and I'd say in this one too, the ones you're getting for free, you'd want to break them in because the reeds are tight, and if you took a brand new harmonica on stage and played really hard, you could bend, ostensibly break a reed. You don't want to do that. So on the harmonica you get for free, do the up and down and in and out. It really helps get those reeds loose. Then it's up to you to vary the timing on the ins and outs, and you'll find that you can make a song. So I just made that up. Thank you. Thank you. We got applause in the back there. So I've enjoyed the Make Music Day mini free lesson, which this was, and there's certainly more, especially if you come to Candyman as a student for whatever your instrument might be. But I am the harmonica player, I understand, of the house, and would be glad to take you on as a student. The schedule is pretty open, and been doing it for years in all kinds of situations. And I'm known as a blues and jazz player. There'll be an email you can see on the screen below you, and I want to thank the Candyman for setting this up and having this opportunity, and I hope you enjoyed it. And next time I see you, I better hear good jingle bells, okay? But right now it's time for the blues. I'll see you on the 21st, right?